Shalom Yasharallah, giving all praise and glory to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. He's worthy to be praised for everything. Hallelujah, 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 to his glorious and holy name. As always, I'm going to start off with Colossians 3 and 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Hashem, Mashiach Yahushai. Give me thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem, Mashiach Yahushai, in the name of the Lord and Savior. So we give thanks to the Most High for everything. He's worthy to be praised and glorified for everything. And everything that we say and do is going to be in the name of the Lord and Savior. I want to look at Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, and verse 5. Deuteronomy, 4th chapter, verse 5. It says, "Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Most High, my power, commanded me." Moses is telling us, we in the wilderness, as the Israelites, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. So he's telling us to keep these laws, statutes, commandments in the land that the Most High is giving us to possess, coming out of Egyptian captivity, going to the wilderness for 40 years. And he's giving us the land of Canaan to possess, the land of Israel. He said, "Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom," which is a proper application of knowledge, how you apply knowledge in your life, "and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes." All these nations shall hear all these statutes and say, "Surely this is a great nation." It says, "Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people." Verse 7 is very important. Say, "For what nation is there so great, who have the Most High so nigh," which means so near unto them, as the Most High, our power. Ours is a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. As the Most High, our power is in all things that we call upon him for. Come on. The Most High is so near unto us, we the 12 tribes of Israel. He's our power. Like I say, ours is a possessive pronoun showing ownership. He's our power. Is in all things that we call upon him for. Everything, he's in it. And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I said before you this day? Say, "Only take heed to thyself." He said, he told us, take heed to ourselves. "And keep thy soul diligently," keep our spirit diligently. "Lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen," which we did, "and lest they depart from thy heart," which your heart is the mind, the way you think, "all the days of thy life, but teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons." Specifically, the day that thou stoodest before the Most High, thy power, in Horeb, when the Most High said unto me, "Gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth." You hear that? You see how important that is? The first thing the Most High told us what? Is to fear him. He said, "Gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children." "And ye came near and stood under the mountain, and the mountain burned with fire unto the midst of heaven." See, he's reminding us of what we went through and what we experienced. Most High speak once, yea, twice. How soon we forget. "And ye came near and stood under the mountain, and the mountain burned with fire unto the midst of heaven, with darkness, clouds, and thick darkness." The Most High dwell in thick darkness. And the Most High spake unto you out of the midst of the fire. Ye heard the voice of the words, but saw no similitude. Then nobody ever seen the Most High. Only you heard a voice. And he declared unto you his covenant, his contract, his agreement, his laws, statutes, commandments, which he commanded you to perform, even 10 commandments. And he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. And he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. And he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. So all you preachers out there saying that we're not under these laws, man, you disrespecting the Most High when he wrote those laws with his finger. See, that's why he told us in Deuteronomy 6 and 4. Hear, O Israel. This is the first of all the commandments. It's not the first commandment, but it's the first of all the commandments. This is what it says. Hear, O Israel. The Most High, our power, is one power. That's the first of all the commandments. And thou shalt love the Most High thy power with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. That's why even in the New Testament, it tells you in 1 John 5 and 3, so it didn't go nowhere. This is all they had to go by was the law and the prophets. So 1 John 5 and 3 says, but this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous, you see? So nothing's changed. It's just a matter of knowing what was said and getting out of your comfort zone of this world. And sometimes when we go into these scriptures, we got to go back into the world of those of our ancestors that lived in the time that they lived. There was no New Testament. It was only the law and the prophets. And when you get that in your mind, it'll help you to see spiritually more, if the Most High desire you to. So Deuteronomy 6 and 5 says, and thou shalt love the Most High thy power with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words, which I command thee this day, shall be in thine heart. And your heart is the way you think, in your mind. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. When you're walking around, you know, what's your conversation about? When you sit down, you talk about them. When you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to be talking about them. Teaching the children. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand. And they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. These commandments. And thou shalt write them upon the posts of thy house and on thy gates. So you have some commandments written around your house. It shall be, when the Most High thy power shall have brought thee out of the land which he sware to thy fathers, brought you into the land which he sware to thy fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. That's our forefathers. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to give thee great and goodly cities which thou buildest not. Hear what he say? In houses full of all good things. Hear that? Houses full of all good things already, which thou fillest not, that we didn't provide anything for our houses to be filled with all good things. And wells dig for water, which thou diggest not. So we're not going to dig any wells. We don't have to dig any wells. And this is how it's going to be for the kingdom. vineyards and olive trees, which thou plantest not, when thou shalt have eaten and be full. He said, then be aware, lest thou forget the Most High, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. Thou shalt fear the Most High thy power and serve him. He's told us that twice so far. And shall swear by his name. He said, ye shall not go after other gods, other idols, or the gods or the idols of the people which are round about you. So this is what we involved in right now. And dealing with a lot of these religions, I look at from what it is that the Bible is talking about concerning we as a people, the 12 tribes of Israel, and I see leaders get together and that's not even, brought out. It have to be, you have to eliminate your beliefs under the synopsis of we're all under the same oppressive system, while we're not invited. And I do believe we have the highest understanding of this Bible and prophecy from the past, the present, and the future. But Hebrew Israelites not invited to the round table, you see. But we still have the same cause at hand in being who we are, whether they know they are an Israelite or not. But they're dealing with other gods. And not the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Or it's real clear. This is not hard. The Most High say he's the power of Abraham, who had a son named Isaac, who had a son named Jacob. And Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. So I can see how they can't really bring that to the table, because if you're not of the 12 tribes of Israel, then he's not your power. That's why you see, we've already read the Most High, our power. Our is a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. Means he's only the power, or like the world like to say God, which is dog spelled backwards, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And when you look at it from that angle, it's real simple. Well, if not of the 12 tribes of Israel, then he's not your power. He took down these 7 nations to give us the land of Canaan, which became the land of Israel. Much larger in circumference than what you see over there now. But we messed up. He kicked us out the land. That's why it says, verse 13. Now, let's do that verse 12. He said, then, this is Deuteronomy 6 and 12. He said, then beware, lest thou forget the Most High, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. So you live in large. I done filled your house with everything you can imagine. It's already, you have to do nothing. And you get comfortable. You get in your comfort zone. Next thing you know, you forget the Most High. Even people today, they be blessed, and it be so that they really don't involve the Most High even in the blessing. Then they have to suffer. Which we all gonna suffer one way or another. He chastised who he loves, he chastens. And you do wrong, he gonna chasten you. So we not getting away with the chastening because we ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Ain't nobody get away with that. Period. It's just how much he gonna chasten us. But he never give you more than you can bear. But listen to what he said, verse 13. Thou shalt fear, that means be afraid, to be scared of our power, the Most High. Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Thy power. Hear that? Your power. Your power. Your power. That's what it's saying. Yours is a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. Because he's talking to the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. You shall fear the Most High, thy power, your power, and serve him and shall swear by his name. You shall not go after other gods, other idols, or the gods or the idols of the people, which are round about you. Because Psalm 96:5 says, for all the gods of the nations are idols. So if you're a Gentile, which is Goyim in the Hebrew, then you're going to follow what these other nations are following in their religions and all the things that they set up for you to fall under. So you won't be able to understand the fact that you are one of the 12 tribes of Israel that's scattered among all these nations. And he only know you. And that's a bold statement for somebody to hear. But you just take it that I'm making it up. I'm not making this up. You hear what it says. Thou shalt fear the Most High, thy power. Verse 13. And serve him. Okay. Deuteronomy 1:1. Just to prove, I like to prove what I'm saying. It's very important because all these different religions have opened up this Bible and have lied to the masses of people. Deuteronomy 1:1. We're just here to find out who he's talking to. Deuteronomy 1:1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. These be the words which Moses spake to all Israel on this side of Jordan in the wilderness. You see? So the book of Deuteronomy is talking to all Israel. You see? The Israelites. As he's saying, your power, it's the Israelites. Because look at Amos 3:1 and 2. It's amazing how people have taken the Bible and twisted it. Why a lot of our people, we were taught not to read, so we don't like to read. And then you have to be taught how to read the Bible because it's a puzzle. You know, you just don't read it from Genesis to Revelations and understand everything that it's saying. Why we have to be taught. Amos 3, the 3rd chapter, the 1st and 2nd verse. This is what it says. Hear this word that the Most High has spoken against you, O children of Israel. So clearly, you can't get that to mean anyone else but addressed to the children of Israel. That's the 12 tribes of Israel against the whole family that we're talking about in Deuteronomy, which I as the Most High, brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only, can't get no clearer than this, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you, which are the Israelites, for all your iniquities until the end. So that's what we've been going through. Psalms 147:19 to 20. Psalms 147:19 to 20. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. That represents the 12 tribes of Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. See that? He have not given his laws, statutes, and commandments and judgments to any other nation. It says he have not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, meaning the punishment for breaking the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments and judgments, they, which is the other nations, have not known them. Praise ye the Most High. See? They have not known them. So, that's why when you look at what the Bible is telling us, as it's talking to us, It's our book. Even when you look at James 1 and 1, I mean, it's all throughout the Bible. It's talking to we, the 12 tribes of Israel, and no one else, except for how they, are involved with being amongst us or whatever they've done to us. In captivity, we've been in captivity, mostly all these nations. So James 1 and 1, how can you say, once you hear this, and you go to the book of James and say it's talking to you, when it tells you clearly in James 1 and 1, James, a servant of the Most High and of the master teacher, Mashiach Yahushai, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. It says to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings. My brethren, who are the Israelites, count it all joy when thou fall into diverse different temptations, you see. So, he's talking to the 12 tribes of Israel, which are scattered abroad, because the Most High scattered us among all these nations, because we didn't follow his laws, statutes, commandments. Look at Deuteronomy 6, in verse 14. This clear commandment: ye shall not go after other gods, other idols, or the gods or the idols of the people which are round about you. And that's why I be so fervent about these pastors and these pastors that's following these religions that were set up by the other nations, or allowed to be implemented upon us as the children of Israel by the other nations. Listen, for the Most High, thy power, there it is again. That is your power, is a jealous power among you. Hear that? The Most High is a jealous power among us, lest the anger of the Most High, thy power, be kindled against thee, and destroy thee from off the face of the earth. Lest the anger of the Most High be kindled against us, we the 12 tribes of Israel, and destroy thee from off the face of the earth. So I'm going to kill you. And do you know he killed every adult? For 40 years we marched around the wilderness until every last one of them was dead. We mounted up to 600,000 men and our women and children. He let nobody go into the promised land he promised us except for Joshua and Caleb as adults. And the children that were born in that 40-year period. It's cold. So, Deuteronomy 6:25 says, and it shall be our righteousness. So when you see righteousness, wherever it's written in the Bible, remember this. And it shall be our righteousness if, it's a condition, we observe to do all these commandments before the Most High, our power again. Our is another possessive pronoun showing ownership. Our power, he's the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob his name was changed to Israel. He became the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, as he have commanded us. See, that's a commandment that the Most High gave us. So, we just got to do what he said do, because we didn't, so he's not a man that he should lie, so he fulfilled just what he said he was going to do. And it's sad because is right now, knowing the things that at least I know, and looking at what it is that is written here, and what our ancestors, chose not to think of the future generations, whereas, it's kind of heartfelt when you look at younger generations and how slack they are in really looking at the importance of this truth. But it feels good to see young brothers waking up for this future of Israel, and they know these precepts in this Bible. But remember, the mass majority of us, 2/3 of our people, they remain numb to being dumb. They're going to maintain ADHD spiritually. As it is written. I'm just bringing it home to something you can relate to. Most I call them darkness, and darkness, gross darkness. But Jeremiah 17:4. Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, speaking to we as the children of Israel, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. That's the land of Israel. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire of mine anger, which shall burn forever. Remember you say that we're going to anger the Most High, and this anger will be kindled against us. So he tells us that we kindled a fire in his anger, which shall burn forever. It's cold, man. We did him wrong. But still, we want him to be for us. When I don't care who you are or what you think, whatever position you think you are in being someone, we still ain't enough. And if you think that way, you won't get prideful, and you won't think you are that when the Most High did this. Maybe you can make it. Maybe you already, like I said, I ain't found nobody that said, this is what number I am with 144,000. It'll be 12,000 of each of the tribes of Israel. 12,000 times 12 equals 144,000. I haven't found nobody that told me what tribe and what gate they're going through. That's 144,000. I haven't found nobody that said, this is who I am, but 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. Or the remnant of these other nations. Everybody gonna have a number. But we'll put ourselves there against the laws, the rules and regulations of the Most High. He said, dare not make thyself one of the number. This is what he did. In Ezekiel 21:1, down. Ezekiel, the 21st chapter. This is for all you high-minded people that think you already there. You worthy to be there. And the Most High said this. And the word of the Most High came unto me, saying, this is verse 1. Son of man, talking to Ezekiel, the prophet, set thy face toward Jerusalem. Well, we're at as a people, because you just say the land, but the land have people that's on it, and we're those people, the Israelites. And drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel. You can talk to the ground if you want to, but he ain't talking about talking to no ground. He talking about, hear what he said. And say to the land of Israel, thus said the Most High, behold, I am against thee, and I will draw forth my sword out of his sheath, That's the land the Most High love. And will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked. You hear that? He gonna cut out of the land of Israel the righteous and the wicked. So, in other words, for what the wicked done of our nation, there's 2/3 of our people is wicked. For what they done, the righteous was still cut out of the land. Received the same punishment. Went into captivity, slavery, and bondage for what the wicked done. Saying then that I will cut off from thee, from the land of Israel, the righteous and the wicked. Most I speak once, say twice. You see him spoke it twice. He cut out of the land the righteous and the wicked. Therefore shall my sword go forth out of the sheath against all flesh, because we angered them from the south to the north, that all flesh may know that I, the Most High, have drawn forth my sword out of his sheath. It shall not return anymore. See, that's what he done to his chosen people. He say he only know. So when you look at the judgment that's coming on these other nations, come on, ain't nothing you really can say. Because it's like, we got it, everybody else gonna get it. No matter what level you think you are. That's why we got to really look at and meditate on some solutions or scriptures that give us hope. And how we got to be. Psalms 24. The earth is the Most High's, and the fullness thereof, the world, and they that dwell therein. Everything is the Most High's. In other words, for he hath founded it upon the seas, and established it upon the floods. Who shall ascend into the hill of the Most High? Or who shall stand in his holy place? He that hath clean hands and a pure heart, who have not lifted up his soul unto vanity, nor sworn deceitfully. See, you got to have clean hands. That's why he told us, just one account, when you go to Romans, the 12th chapter, I mean, doing what he say do. We start at verse 1, Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High. You know, mercy is not getting something you do deserve. That's many times. Mercies, that's not getting something you do deserve many times. Of the Most High. That you present your bodies a living sacrifice. Holy. So how do you present your body to be holy? Romans 7 and 12. Wherefore the law is holy. Romans 7, chapter, the 12th verse. This is how you present your body to be holy. Wherefore the law of the Most High is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good. Understand this? So we got to present our bodies a living sacrifice, holy. That means keeping the commandments of the Most High. Acceptable unto the Most High, which do, like we read in 1 John 5 and 3, for this is the love of the Most High, we keep his commandments. Commandments are not grievous. Acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. This is what it say. It says it's a reasonable service for you to do what he say do. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's mean you got to change. you have to look at becoming a new creature, a new man, a new woman, being born again in the way you think, the way you act. Somebody should say, wow, they're not the same anymore. But it's better for us being transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good. We know what's good. We just read what's holy. We know it says the law of the commandments are good. Prove that what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. So that's what we have to do. We got to change, because the world would have you follow it to hell. Going back to Psalms 24 and 4. He that have clean hands. You see? He that have clean hands. When you keeping the law, such commandments of the Most High, in a pure mind, pure heart, pure mind. You're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, who have not lifted up his soul unto vanity. Here, because you look at it, you don't want to be here in the last days, and you're gonna just gonna be your judgment when the Mashiach upside bring forth the judgment of the Most High on this earth. And you don't want to be here in Jeremiah 16:19. O Most High, you don't want to be saying this. O Most High, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. He told us in Hosea 5:15, don't get it twisted. He said, I'm going to go to my place until we acknowledge our offense and seek his face. In our affliction, we're going to seek him early. So the affliction is coming, Jacob's trouble. He said, O Most High, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, now it don't matter you call yourself an Israelite or not. If you have this mindset to be here, and if you're not doing the things that is required for you to actually be an Israelite, then you're a Gentile. And majority of our people, they're Gentiles, because 2/3 is double the amount of 1/3. So the Gentiles, this is what they're going to do. So you got to look at yourself, do a self-examination of yourself to make sure that you don't become one of these Gentiles, or your mindset is not as such. Because you know enough that you're not a novice in Most High when he said, Mashiach back to judge and make war, and everybody going to meet the judgment seat of Mashiach, that you don't fit this category as an Israelite. Because the nation's going to say this, definitely. But if you caught up with them, well, I say don't be conformed to this world. But if you conform to this world that's set up to send you straight to hell with it, hey, what can I tell you? Someone going to say, oh, you're going to be saying this, oh, Most High, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth. Here we are right now. World War III looking us right in the face. You know. And shall say, what? Surely our fathers have inherited lies. Surely your fathers, whether it was your grandfather, your father, your great-grandfather, have inherited lies. That's these religions. I don't care what religion it is. Bring it forth. And show forth your understanding, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that the Most High said he ordained a religion. Your religion, these last days, that's not keeping the moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws. Which one doing that? That's what he said. That's why I had to bring our people into it, besides these other nations. because they are Gentiles. Most of our family members or whoever that's not going to claim to be Israelite, who are they? They say they're Gentiles. They've been programmed like this. So that's why it's saying, surely our fathers have inherited lies. This is our forefathers. They've inherited lies. Vanity, there go that vanity right there. Something that's worthless, has no merit, and things wherein there is no profit. You see? No profit. Because remember, all the gods of the nation are idols. I don't care if you look at it any way, shape, or form. When you following what it is that they have set up, you following their gods, their idols. Now look what it says. Shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods? See it? That's why it said that. Right now, those are religions. No matter how you look at it. And our people are trying to compromise with the truth is not partial. You can't be partiality with the truth. I mean, I've been showing, not boasting at all, I'm just keeping it real. I've been showing the Last Supper picture, those 13 imposters, there's only 5 people in that picture. I can't get even people to come up and look at it. Less more to see that there's only 5 people in the picture without telling them. Nobody really ever seen that. Children, young boys have seen that as duplicate pictures. Well, at least one. Not 5. Nobody ever identified as only 5 people in that picture. And you gotta understand, because when I look at the high level of sorceries, I might say, as it says, witchcrafts that's in this earth, and how people are all in it and don't even realize it, you're dealing with other gods. And the whole objective is to have you not know who you are. First of all, not know the Most High, not know a Mashiach Yahushua, and not even know your identity of who you are as a people. You're stripped of that. I mean, diabolical plan. See, when you understand, like you say, he's a jealous power. His name is jealous, Most High. That's why he said you inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there's no profit. You're not going to tell me that you're a Catholic or any of these other religions, Jehovah's Witness or, Baptists and so forth, that you defile in your temple, you can eat whatever you want to eat. I'm just saying, this is our people. We're so meek that we'll compromise the word of the Most High for people that are sinning. Because we want to see everybody make it. Most High don't want nobody to perish, which is okay, but when you know what the scriptures are saying, I'm just talking about the dietary law. When you look at Mashiach said, we gonna make our abode in you, in our bodies, in our temple, and then, okay, the Most High and the Mashiach in us, and here you are giving him pork, things that he do, but you love him. He the one gave every last one of us our spirit, the breath of life that's in us. He the one takes it back. He say, look, this is what he does. He he inhales, and your spirit comes back to him. I mean, that's what I say. The heaven of heavens can't contain him. He's doing this all the time, man. But we're on they have us on such a low level of understanding things that's why I say we have inherited lies. Excuse me. Vanity. Things, excuse me, wherein there's no profit. But look, that's what Most High said, Job 4:7. He said, Job, the 4th chapter, 7, he said, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? He said, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. Whether you did it in prior life or you did it in the life you live in now. Listen, by the blast of the Most High, they perish. Listen, and by the breath of his nostrils, they are consumed. By the breath of his nostrils, they are consumed. That's everybody. So how you going to put the Most High just in one little spot where we're at, or where you at, or I'm at, or whatever? Most High, he the one that's doing this. This is serious, y'all. That's why going back to Jeremiah 16:20, shall a man make gods, make powers, idols unto himself, and they be no idols? Can you fall into any type of religious institution or organization or whatever you want to call it, church, and you're going to call it operating in the spirit and power of the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? And Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, and that's not identified? Come on, think about it. Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know. I will cause them to know mine hand and my might. Man, that's why I go to Hebrews 10:31. He said it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You hear what he said? We gonna know his hand and his might. Man, y'all better hear what he's saying. Like I say, people will stand before him in the judgment, in the affliction. And they're going to realize that through their fathers, they have inherited lies and vanity and things where there's no profit. Because they didn't serve other gods. They didn't serve someone else. They didn't acknowledge him. That's why you hear me saying a lot. The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You can call it whatever name, but people still use that name and say it belongs to them. And they might even be an Israelite. They can use the name. They've been using the name. They say Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ loved everybody. He died for everybody, right? So once they know the name, they're going to say the same thing. But you can't get by. You can't escape the fact that the Most High said in Exodus 3:15. Well, let's go with my shop. Y'all said. Since y'all like the New Testament. You can't get by this now. It is what it is. Matthew 22:31. This is Mashiach Shai speaking concerning the Most High. But as touching the resurrection of the dead, have ye not read that which was spoken unto you by the Most High, saying, listen, I am the power. I like to use power instead of God, which is dog spelled backwards. I am the power of Abraham, and the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. That's his name. And memorial to all generations. I'm going to prove that. And Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. The covenant was given to Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob, to the Israelites. That's a contract or agreement who he gave his laws, statutes, and commandments to. I am the power of Abraham, and the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. The Most High is not the power of the dead, but of the living. You hear that? So he ain't the power of the dead, he's the power of the living. While you living, he's your power. When you die, hey, you say ain't your power then, because ain't nothing you can do once you die. Acts 3:13. You can't cry to him, you can't do nothing once you're dead. You just gotta wait till he come and deal with you for the judgment. Acts 3:13. The power of Abraham and of Isaac and of Jacob. This is very important. The power of our fathers, see? Our is a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. What are they quoting from? What they had to go by. Who he identified himself as his name, as I said, is his name forever and more to all generations. Exodus 3:15. And the Most High said moreover unto Moses, Exodus 3:15. This is what they're quoting from. And the Most High said moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel. It's clear. He's speaking to we, the 12 tribes of Israel, the Most High power of your fathers. Just like we said, our fathers, your fathers. The power of Abraham, sound familiar? The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob have sent me unto you. This is what he said. This is my name, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is my name forever. That's why you hear on my side identify him as the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. See? That's his name forever, the memorial to all generations, the generation that we in now. Why I'm saying his name is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He just said it. You see, on my side identified him as such. And you see, we read the same thing in Acts 3:13 and many other places. So it's very important that we see this because you can't gainsay on it. The covenant, contract, or agreement that he made. Because people are trying, I seen, I think it was T.D. Jakes talking about the covenants with everybody. Come on, man. This is who the covenant's with. Make it mean something different. Psalms 105 and 8 through 10. This is the covenant, the contract or agreement that the Most High made with someone. Let's find out who. Psalms 105 and 8. He have remembered his covenant, which is a contract or agreement, forever. Hear that? Forever. The word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, which covenant, which a contract or agreement he made with Abraham, and his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant. You can't get no